Hi guys, I am here with a Bible study. I hope you guys are having a good night. So we finished up a book yesterday. So we are starting a sample one that I have. It's just got a, let's see. It's only got 7 in it. Then I'll give it away. And then I can start a big book for us, and that lasts a whole year. So that'll be good. And I have several of those. So today we're going to be in the book of Psalms, Psalm 139. And the devotion today is by Grace Fox. You know her well. And the Bible verse that goes along with Grace's devotion tonight is Psalm 139:16. Which says, "Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." Amen. So true. So true. Just like one of the verses, it's very close to one of the verses that we practice, which we'll be reading today as well. So before we read it, let's go ahead and say it together. Psalm 139:14. Do you remember what it says? "I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." Let me see if I can get this computer screen pulled down. There, it's a little better. It's shining through my glasses there. Okay, so now let me go and read Psalm 139 for us. All right. It is for the director of music of David, a psalm. O Lord, you have searched me, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord. You hem me in behind and before. You have laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? I go up to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for the darkness is as the light to you. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God! How vast is the sum of them! Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. If only you would slay the wicked, O God. Away from me, you bloodthirsty men. They speak of you with evil intent. Your adversaries misuse your name. Do I not hate those who hate you, O Lord, and adore those who rise up against you? I have nothing but hatred for them. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. All right, guys, and that was Psalm 139. Okay, now let's read Grace's devotion, Grace Fox's devotion for tonight, and see what Psalm 139 has to do with her life and what's going on. Okay. She says, at the start of each year, I ask Jesus to take control of my calendar. I also ask him to fill in the blank dates to mesh with his purposes for me. This practice keeps me mindful of my role. I am his servant, here to do his bidding. He alone knows what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. This also reduces my stress when the unexpected happens. If he's in charge, then there's no need to fret when plans change, right? On one occasion, I'd experienced 3 difficult months due to medical reasons. Everything climaxed when I broke into shingles 10 days before I was to speak at a woman's retreat. I know people that's had that, and they say it's extremely, extremely painful. Determined to fulfill my commitment despite the pain, I didn't mention my situation to the event planners. 5 days before the retreat, they phoned me and canceled due to the circumstances beyond their control. Thankful for her. I've spoken at women's events for nearly 2 decades, and only 2 groups have canceled. That was God's intervention there. This was one of those instances. When our call ended, I sensed Jesus reminded me that I'd invited him to rule my calendar, and he had ruled in favor of rest. Psalm 23:2. On another occasion, I had a month with no scheduled commitments, which made me available to travel to Alberta to visit my mother and lend a hand for a week. A few days later, another family member experienced an emergency and needed me. The timing was perfect. Inviting Jesus to take control of my calendar is one of the best practices I've begun doing. I can't imagine a better way to start a year. I think that's what we should all do. On January 1st, let's all invite Jesus to take control of our calendars and see if we have a better year. Let's agree to do that together, okay? All right, guys, our next Bible study will be in the book of Isaiah, Isaiah chapter 43. So I will go ahead and go get that set up, and I'll go and get this video uploaded for you guys. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible study. Bye, guys. Good night.